Top news. Kid Rock is attempting to unite the country by bringing Bill Maher to the White House for dinner with President Trump. We gotta start somewhere. I didn't have Kid Rock attempting to unite the country on my 2025 bingo card. That being said, I'll gladly welcome the idea. There's no sense in me delving into the divisiveness that politics has brought about in recent years. I'm sure we are all well versed on the subject, whether we want to be or not, and frankly, a bit tired of it all. Kid Rock is ready for all of the hypersensitivity to see its way out, and he discussed that in depth in a recent interview on the Glenn Beck podcast. The Born Free singer recently sat down with Beck, and while implying that Kid Rock has become a conservative superstar, Glenn asked if the partisan audience has cost him anything. Kid Rock suggested that his move to being more open with politics yielded a positive thinning of the people in his life. I've always said I don't give a F, and that's very true in a lot of ways, but it's kind of thinned things out. You do something and you get this group of friends that kind of turns their back on you, and it's like, perfect, I just weeded out the idiots. It makes life so much better. I can talk to anybody from any side of whatever if they're a little bit reasonable. Just be a little bit reasonable and I can sit down and talk to anyone. Just to be clear, Kid Rock isn't saying there that he's a Republican, so he doesn't talk to Democrats. The artist is simply saying that if someone is unreasonable and accusatory, he doesn't waste a lot of energy on them anymore. And if someone doesn't exactly see eye to eye with him, but they can still have a reasonable conversation, Kid Rock is more than happy to sit down with them. It's an interesting way of approaching relationships, and it certainly seems to be working for Kid Rock. However, there's still plenty of division in the United States, and even Kid Rock can recognize that. So that's why he brought up the fact that he was aiming to reunite the country as soon as April, as he explained. I'm actually gonna try to unite this country, and at the end of the month, I'm taking Bill Maher to the White House for dinner. This guy has done nothing but talk smack about the president since day one. But he's a comedian too. I can have conversations with him, we can find common ground. He's actually more reasonable than a lot of people on the right would think. Especially the last 4 years or whatever. So I said to him, if I can hook you guys up, this, that, and the other. Trust me, there's a lot of people more deserving to be at that table. It's a big deal for me to bring him there. What would it say to this country? Obviously, the dinner would bring together two public figures in Bill Maher and Donald Trump who historically have not liked each other. Kid Rock would also be there, and he's hoping that the pair could set a good example if Maher and Trump could break bread, take some pictures, and agree to disagree in terms of them not being on the same page about everything. Kid Rock admitted that he can already see people labeling the get-together as Bill Maher being soft, or President Trump being weak, but at the end of the day, he doesn't think the meetup could hurt anything. Man, I just think we gotta start somewhere and be like, look, we just had dinner. We had some laughs. We had fun. Maybe call that family member that you got into it over politics, or that person at school that you don't like to talk to anymore. Maybe just get back with them and say, look, it's okay. Everybody calm down a little bit. And hey, I don't know about you, but I can certainly smell what Kid Rock is stepping in right there, so to speak. You can hear more from Kid Rock on his plans to bring the good old US.